We want to take a closer look this morning at a housing market trend, and that, of course, is, as Diana said, more Americans renting rather than owning, in part because millions of Americans who lost their homes in foreclosure are driving demand in the rental market. Oliver Chang is head of U.S. housing strategy and research at Morgan Stanley, has a big report on what's going to drive Housing 2.0. Oliver, good to have you with us.
Thanks.
You think single-family rentals, as you say, will be an important part of the second wave of housing, and I guess this comes from people who, for whatever reason, are no longer in a home at all.
That's right. Actually, one of the big reasons why we believe the rate of home ownership is going to continue to decline and more people are going to rent is that it's just getting harder and harder to get a mortgage. And so as people are not able to buy homes, they're basically forced to rent, and we see that continuing.
Is the way to play this a rental REIT, or is that too obvious? Are there other ways into this story?
Overall, we like the rental part of the market much better than the owner-occupied side. And for single-family rentals, this is really the first time in history where there's an opportunity for institutions to own single-family rental properties as part of a larger asset allocation strategy. We do see this as being a positive trend both for single and multifamily rentals because we actually see them as being weak substitutes for each other. The people who tend to live in multifamily rental or apartment buildings historically are more transitory renters. They're younger in demographic, while the people who are looking for single-family rentals today are really the families that have lived in suburbs already. They care about school district, they care about other issues, and they're looking to stay in the same type of neighborhood, in the same type of house. And so we see that demand really staying within the single-family sector, just moving from the owner-occupied side to the rental side.
Interesting. Diana, you got a question for Oliver?
It sounds like a great idea, but for a lot of hedge funds and private equity that might be looking at this, they don't quite have the infrastructure to manage bulk properties. Do you see that private equity will really have the infrastructure, the ability to manage bulk properties like this?
Sure. So we actually see that happening already. This opportunity to buy single-family distressed properties and turn them into rentals has been ongoing for at least the past year. And it's been slow in its beginnings, but there is more private equity that is starting to move into the marketplace. And what they're doing from an operational side is really partnering with existing companies that have been formed to rehabilitate the properties, to lease them up, and to really manage them on an ongoing basis. So yes, it's going to take some time to build out the infrastructure because, like I said, this is really the first time in history where institutions could actually hold these assets. However, we definitely think it's going to get there, and the trends are that we're already on our way.